The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, according to Europe, the world is going through a fourth phase, of the pandemic virus, a fourth wave, if you will. And even though they've been vaccinated, they're shutting down Europe, Italy, UK, France, Germany, Spain. They're all shutting down because the infection rates are so high and the death rates are so high. We went over those yesterday, and I may have time to go over them again today. And people don't pay attention to the pre-existing conditions. Now, remember, the book and the CD deal with this, going back to 1882 when Thomas Edison and Jonathan Leeds pulled the switch in the first electric generating plant. And then, since then, we've had the Spanish flu, the Asian flu. We've had HIV. We've had SARS, MERS, you name it, polio, all this stuff coming through because we're a susceptible society, And then came COVID-2 and COVID-19, and we wrote the book Hell's Kitchen and the CD, Hell's Kitchen, Black Gene Lies, and Immortality. You need to get a hold of those books and CDs and learn to deal with these pre-existing conditions. Even the subtitle on the cover of the book, Hell's Kitchen, is, let's see here, The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity, Diabetes, and Metabolic Syndrome. Well, those are all nutritional deficiencies, They're not autoimmune. They're not genetic. They're all nutritional deficiencies. And so one of the biggest and the highest number of deaths from the COVID-19, the pre-existing condition was obesity, No, obesity is a nutritional deficiency. So if you have any of these issues, in addition to getting the vaccine, it is to your everlasting benefit, it is to your family's everlasting benefit, to your community's everlasting benefit that you deal with these pre-existing conditions. They're not genetic. You can get rid of them. So, get a hold of these books and CDs. Go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, all lowercase. And if you buy 10 of the books and the CDs, you get a discount. If you buy 50 of the CDs, DVDs, you get a big discount. If you buy cases of the books, you get a big discount, And you can give them as gifts, and they'll be tax deductible because they're part of your longevity business, Now, let's look at the most important one, the one that is found in most COVID deaths, is obesity in seniors. And so, really, you have to live like an Asian, live on rice and sweet potatoes and squash and corn and stuff like that. And when you compare the two Native American communities, the Ojibwe Indians in Minnesota and the Navajo Indians in Arizona, they have their reservations about the same size, their main reservation, about 350,000 individuals. The Ojibways have 27 infections and 0 dead. The Navajo Indians have 30,000 infections and 1,215 dead. So why the huge difference? Well, the Navajos live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats, maybe a little bit of corn. The Ojibwe Indians, for 400 years, they've been living on wild rice out of the lakes, also the algae out of the lakes, and then, of course, some corn. And then they hunted rabbits and deer and all that kind of stuff. And they've been doing that for 400 years. And people always ask me, well, when are you going to change to real life? I said, we're okay here. We're going to stay with our wild rice and our algae. okay? And so we need to learn from that. And then again, you look at New Zealand, okay, with 5 million population. 41% of their population is indigenous peoples and Maoris who live on maize, corn, beans, sweet potatoes, rice, okay, and seaweed. And they have 2,400 infections and 26 dead. And then when you look at, let's look at Minnesota, okay, with 5 million people. Minnesota has 497,000 infections and 7,000 dead. Well, 7,000 dead is more than 26, and 197,000 is much more than 2,000. So what's the difference between New Zealand and Minnesota? Well, remember, I just talked to you about the Ojibwe Indians. They're eating wild rice and algae, but the main population of Minnesota is living on wheat, barley, and oats. You know, Minnesota is a big beer manufacturing country. They have to have a lot of wheat and stuff like that, and so they grow a lot of wheat. Everybody eats oatmeal for breakfast and cream of wheat for breakfast and the breakfast of Champions Wheaties, and they have flour tortillas and all this kind of stuff. And so their intestines are dead. They cannot absorb nutrition. Even if they're supplementing, their absorption rate is way down. And so they cannot get nutrition to their bone marrow, which is their immune system, and even vaccines won't help them. So if you want to maximize the benefit of your vaccine, you've got to get rid of these pre-existing conditions. And remember, we have the keto caramel shakes. We got the keto caramel meal bar. You can lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. So if you're 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds overweight, you need to get on the 90 essential nutrients, get on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, get on the MSM, get on the vitamin D3 and the glucogel, and then throw in, if you really need to lose more than 50 pounds, I'd go for 2 meals a day of the COVID, anti-COVID meals, okay? We're talking about the keto shake and the keto bar. And then, of course, you got to live like an Asian, live on rice and sweet potatoes. And we have algae in the form of our Fucoid Z. I take 3 of those twice a day. They're capsules. When I travel, I take them. At home, I take the liquid Z Radical, same thing. So I'm getting all that algae that the Ojibwe Indians are getting. Get rid of the pre-existing conditions. Add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And let's go to the next common pre-existing condition that sets you up for a bad outcome from the pandemic virus, the COVID-19, is diabetes, type 2 diabetes, okay? It's very simple nutritional deficiencies. Type 2 diabetes is not genetic. I'll repeat that. Type 2 diabetes is not genetic. And if you have a doctor who tells you it's genetic, you need to change doctors, okay? We take people who are, brittle diabetics have gone blind. They've had their feet amputated. They have high blood pressure. They got all this stuff going on, okay? And they're diabetics. So in 30 days, they'll be an ex-diabetic. Their doctors will just throw up in their hands and say, I don't know why, but you're not a diabetic anymore. And so they never ask, what are you doing? You just say, well, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. You'd think they want to sit you down, take you out to lunch, say, hey, tell me what you're doing so I can tell the rest of my patients. No. How would they pay for the tuition for their kids to go to college if they told all their patients what you did, right? And so they're not going to do that. You say, oh, come on, my doctor belongs in my church. Okay, well, don't go there because I'm a church guy. And where does the devil go to find people? Okay, and so it's one of those things where you really, really have to deal with this. Now, we have what we call the healthy blood sugar pack. It'd be 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. And, of course, you throw in the MSM and the collagen and glucogel. And I always like to throw in, don't forget our colloidal silver. I put 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, 30 minutes for bed to dampen down the numbers of viruses if you come into contact with them. Colloidal silver is legendary. You look it up on Siri or Amazon and find out all the bugs and viruses and bacteria that colloidal silver kills. You're still responsible for everything else, but I do the colloidal silver on top of it. I use the hand sanitizer. I also drink our Rebound. It has 100 nutrients in it. I don't drink any of the soda pops, and I don't drink juices and, canned orange juice and grape juice and stuff like that. It's just sugar water, okay? So we came out with Rebound for athletes, professional and Olympic and university athletes and high school athletes. And, boy, we have some famous names. So one of these days we'll go over a lot of the famous names who deal with this. But at any rate, and then there's high blood pressure. You want to use a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Get on our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. And, of course, you remember, you got to get rid of all the bad foods. You got to live like an Asian. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, no sugar. And you want to take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. You want to throw in, of course, the when you're dealing with heart disease and high blood pressure, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. And then you want to throw in, when you have thyroid issues, don't forget to throw in the Fucoid Z capsules, 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds. If you want the liquid, we have the Z Radical. Take an ounce of that twice a day. And, I could go through, there's about 20 different pre-existing conditions, but I want you to get a hold of the book and CD, Hell's Kitchen, get a hold of the book and CD, Black Gene Lies, get a hold of the book and the CD, Immortality, and add 25 to 50 healthier years of your life, and ensure that your vaccine is going to work. Because your vaccine needs the nutrients, the vaccine needs the bone marrow to be healthy so it can make white blood cells and antibodies. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story here, headline, Magnesium found to reduce insulin resistance in people with type 2 diabetes. And what they did was they had 2 groups of people, and they divided them, and they were all about the same age 35 to 60, and they were newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And they both ate same healthy diet. But one group got 250 milligrams daily of magnesium, and they found that those that got the magnesium showed that the patients exhibited significant reductions in their plasma levels of hemoglobin A1C, and also lowered their insulin resistance as well. So another good reason to be supplementing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah, all this work was done 50, 75, 100 years ago. Okay, this is nothing new. But they're kind of redoing stuff because they can't believe it, okay, because they never taught that in school. In 8 years of school, most medical doctors get a half hour of nutrition. And they believe everything's genetic, everything's autoimmune. And, it's like a dairy. You go into the office, they give you a piece of candy, you get, 15 minutes to the doctor, he charges you $100. You have insurance, don't worry. And then, of course, you have to pay for all the lab work. It's $200, $500, $1,000, but don't worry. Insurance will pay for it. Insurance is one of the worst things for human health because doctors don't feel bad about milking the cow. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to Physician.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Youngevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And Shar, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, good. All full of energy and everything. That's beautiful. Okay. You've been dealing with these pre-existing conditions people have had for at least 30 years. And have you seen people who are obese, lose a couple 100 pounds?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's easy, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you put them on to lose a couple 100 pounds?
They have to, well, first they have to be on a gluten-free diet. That's the big problem in the first place. No wheat, barley, rye, oats, no oils of any kind, no burnt animal fat, and no fried foods. Then they got to replace 1 or 2 meals a day with the keto diet, keto bars or keto shakes. And they can do it. It's easy.
And they need the 90 essential nutrients, right? And if they have any other issues, and so if they have any other issues, in addition to the basic program, either the Healthy Start Pack or the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, they need the secret sauces for diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and kidney dialysis and thyroid issues and, all that stuff, okay? Oh, now, have you seen people get rid of peripheral neuropathies, things like low back pain and sciatica in their legs and feet and so forth?
Of course.
You mean they didn't have to have surgery?
No.
Is it a genetic disease, an autoimmune disease, or a nutritional deficiency disease?
It's a nutritional deficiency disease. Almost everything is. There is no such thing as autoimmune disease. That's just what doctors make up when they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, you get an A+, dear. Very good. And so let's see here. What about, let's talk about people who are blind and they can't figure out why, because they don't have glaucoma, they don't have cataracts, they don't have macular degeneration, and they just lost their vision. What's going on there?
Osteoporosis of the skull.
You got it, an A+. It's ONA, optic nerve atrophy. And the skull begins to squeeze the optic nerve. They've had to change their glasses and get stronger and stronger glasses every 6 months to a year, and after 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years, suddenly now they're blind. And I've had wagers with doctors, and I win every time. It never fails, okay? And, of course, what book would you advise people to get, if they're getting into their middle age and they're starting to have all these problems and their doctor is saying they have autoimmune this and autoimmune that? What books would you invite them or encourage them to get so they know what to do?
Well, now I would have them get the, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor. It's all in your head. And, of course, the one about the minerals, which is Rare Earths Forbidden Cures.
Mm-hmm. And also the Passport Aromatherapy. Throw that in. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that covers about 8,000 different diseases, 25 diseases alone for just osteoporosis of the skull. And doctors never diagnose osteoporosis of the skull. They've missed that one by 1,000 miles. There's 25 different diseases you get, including things like, what's happening when somebody gets carpal tunnel syndrome in both wrists and, they get numb fingers and stuff. What's going on, Shar?
Well, they basically need to clean up their diet. It's all in the diet, lack of nutrition.
Osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the spinal cord. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and...
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
If you're a radio listener, one thing I'm certain of is that you're not tuning in to listen to me. So I'm sorry about the next 45 seconds. But we have specifically chose this station because we think we're similar, and we love for you to see why our mortgage team might be a good fit for you or someone you care about. 1, we've got a direct lender advantage. Our mortgage team is an arm of a bigger company who is a direct lender. There's no middleman, which means our company gets to use its own money and make its own decisions within its own walls, an advantage that often allows us to get you a better rate, saving you monthly and lifelong money. 2, our faith is a big deal to us, and we're open about that. If we seem like a fit for you, we'd love to talk. We are United Faith Mortgage.
UnitedFaithMortgage.com. Nice.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Ryan Vreck, NMLS number 65233. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. I want to compare Germany with 83 million people and Vietnam with 96 million people. Germany is one of the big gluten countries. I mean, they eat and drink wheat and beer and all that kind of stuff, Scotch, bourbon, rye whiskey, and, of course, everything they eat, bread and noodles and so on, is all wheat. Okay? And then I want to compare with Vietnam with 96 million people. Okay? Vietnam has 35 dead, and Germany has 72,000 dead. Let's see here. Vietnam has 2,400 infections, and Germany has 2.5 million infections. Well, what's the difference? Well, Vietnam is a classic Asian country. They live on maize, rice, beans, squash, and seaweed. And so they're getting their trace minerals for their bone marrow nutrition from the seaweed. Okay? So this is, every time I compare a country with nearly the same populations, the Asian country always wins because of their diet. It's not a racial thing. It's a cultural thing. It's a diet. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Las Vegas, Nevada. And Shawn, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Shawn, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, Dr. Wallach, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you, sir. How can we help you?
Yes, my girlfriend's son, who's 13 now, at age 10, he was diagnosed with juvenile dermatomyositis, a.k.a. JDM. And shortly after the diagnosis, they did 7 months of chemo, and his CK levels got as high as 18,000. And recently, his CK levels got as high as 2,500. Now they're down to 300 after several rounds of steroid infusions.
Stop there. Okay, stop there. What were his symptoms? What was going on with his skin?
His skin was starting to deteriorate along with his muscles, more importantly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How much does he weigh now at 13? You know?
He's 5'2", 86 pounds.
Okay. Okay. And they gave him chemotherapy and steroids.
Yeah, steroid infusions, and that's what he's doing currently as well, the steroid infusions again. And
is he getting better? Yeah, is he getting better?
Yeah, Well, his CK levels are down to 300, and they're just managing everything.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's, you use the right word. They're managing everything. Hey, Charmaine, you there?
Here, yes.
What did you do with Shawn's girlfriend's son? He's 13 years old, 5'2", weighs 86 pounds. He's got terrible skin problem. Shawn, did he ever have anything going on with his bowels, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, anything like that?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. And so what's going on with this kid?
He's got a gluten intolerance, no question about it.
Yep. Okay. So he weighs 82 pounds or 86 pounds, whatever it is, 86 pounds. And so what would you do for him? Because, see, the prednisone and cortisone is going to make him feel better, okay? And the chemotherapy, the doctors, that was an insane sort of treatment for a nutritional deficiency, chemotherapy or radiation, okay? So what would you do for this kid, Charmaine?
Well, I would get him on a gluten-free diet, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils of any kind, and then I'd get him on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Ultimate Daily Classic to it, the Fucoid Z, the
MSM?
Yeah, MSM, and also the Ocean's Gold, and
okay,
I would get
perfect.
him the Oxybody Cherry Berry, too.
Okay, then call us every couple of weeks, Shawn. We need to save this kid. Back after these messages.
And that does open a line. Call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to Physicians.
Hi, registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs here. I've been studying healthy bodies for 35 years, and what I've got to tell you may shock and surprise you, but if you listen up, it may change your life. Drug companies are always looking for new ways to push their products. In the case of statins, the anti-cholesterol cardiovascular medications so beloved by drug companies and doctors who liberally dispense them to the tune of $30 billion annually, the search has been on to take advantage of their toxic effects as a novel way to kill cancer cells. So it came as no surprise when researchers at the University of Pittsburgh concluded that cholesterol-lowering statin drugs may be able to mitigate the metastases or spreading of various cancerous tumors. The discovery is being explored as a way of creating new cancer treatments based on the mechanism of action of the statins, namely their ability to stop cells from making cholesterol. What these researchers are saying is that statin drugs not only poison cholesterol-making processes taking place inside of cells, they ultimately poison the cells themselves. In this case, their ability to get around. In other words, the scientists are basically concluding that statin drugs are cytotoxic or toxic to cells. True, the studied effects were chemotherapy. They were demonstrated on cells that were cancerous, but because all cells need cholesterol, it's somewhat obvious that the same kind of toxicity will occur in healthy ones too. So if you're concerned about cancer and metastases, one day you may have to take a statin drug. But if you're not sick and want to stay that way, and if you value the health of your cells, you might want to think twice about whether you really want to take that cytotoxic statin. Your cells will be grateful. Pharmacist Ben here, urging you to go to kscohealth.com to order Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Healthy Start Pack, and other nutritional supplements that I personally use and recommend. You can purchase these premium quality products at wholesale prices online at kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com. I'm the pharmacist that believes that staying healthy and strong is not only about medicine, it's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its work. Go to kscohealth.com. Make sure you check out the cool videos, too, at kscohealth.com. That's KSCO Health.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And don't forget to get a hold of the new CDs, of course, the Manchurian Prescription, the Red Warning Light, the Wallach Corpus, and the 2 CD set, the Epigenetics, that goes along with the book, and learn how to get rid of these pre-existing conditions, which will set you free from a bad outcome from the COVID pandemic virus infection. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Mississippi. And Ed, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Ed, you're on the air.
Thank you, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Thanks for having me. Well, look,
you bet.
I've got an 8-year-old granddaughter. Can you hear me?
18-year-old granddaughter. Mm-hmm.
No, an 8-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, okay, 8-year-old. Okay.
And she's having headaches. They defined due to the health system as migraine headaches and she's had these headaches every day since January of this year. And so they've, tried all of the standard NSAIDs like Motrin and all this. It doesn't work. My daughter is a health person who the diets are pretty.
Okay, we'll stop.
Vegan,
okay,
but
okay, we'll stop there. We don't want a vegan diet. Okay, we don't want a vegan diet. Okay, so basically,
no.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions here. Does this kid also have any skin problems or bowel problems or respiratory problems, any asthma or eczema, skin or bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, anything like that?
None. Totally healthy, very active, very vibrant. This just came up all of a sudden.
Okay. All right.
My daughter
has
been given her.
Charmaine, what do you think is going on here? This 8-year-old kid is suddenly getting all these headaches.
Well, I would imagine it's gluten, and also it could be something in the diet they're allergic to.
Well, it could also be osteoporosis of the skull.
It could
be, Yeah. This is not an age thing. Osteoporosis occurs in newborn babies when the mother is deficient, and during the pregnancy, and the baby's born with osteoporosis. There's all kinds of diseases said to be genetic, which are really just osteoporosis of the skull when the baby's born because mama was missing stuff during pregnancy. Okay, and so the first thing we need to do is look at this kid's diet. Wouldn't hurt to get a hair analysis on this kid. Get the book Rare Earths Been Cures. Go to chapter 9 and 10. Learn how to collect the hair. Where to send it to. Don't forget the check or money order if it's going to come from London, or if you're going to send it from Mississippi, it can be a U.S. check. But if the check's going to come from London, I would want a money order to go with the hair analysis. But at any rate, it could be osteoporosis of the skull. And this kid, do you know what she weighs?
I would say standard weight for heavy. She's not skinny. Very active, swimming.
Okay. So let's say 50, 60 pounds. Okay, kind of thing. Okay, so what would you give her, Charmaine, to just get her started until we can get the hair analysis? What would you start her out on?
With osteoporosis? Well, first of all, she's got to clean up her diet, obviously. No wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would get her on a healthy, brain and heart pack, and she needs to take a quarter of it. And
no gluten.
Yeah, no gluten. I said that. A quarter in the morning and a quarter of the stuff in the afternoon, because at 50 pounds, she only needs half of a dose.
A dose a day. Yeah, half a dose a day, and a half of the half, a quarter dose twice a day. And, And then also wouldn't hurt for her to get the Z-Radical too. I'd throw that in. Anti-inflammatory. It's the liquid form of our seaweed. It has like 8 or 9 different algae and seaweeds in there. And it's anti-inflammatory as well as supports the immune system. But let's get a hair analysis on this kid. I would bet at dinner, that this is caused by osteoporosis of the skull. And osteoporosis, remember, can occur in a newborn baby. So get that book, get that baby on those supplements, get the baby off of all the bad foods, as Char laid out, and we'll go from there. But I think we can do some great things with this child. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Derek, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Derek, you're on the air.
Hey, Doc, thanks a lot for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You bet. What's up, sir?
Good. Hey, I'm 47 years old, 5'6", I'm 180 pounds. I have arthritis, constipation, gray hair, numbness and tingling in the feet occasionally, and my feet sweat profusely. I have chronic pain, low back from a surgery, high blood pressure, varicose veins, Raynaud's disease, and spots on my lungs from.
So your fingers, Raynaud's disease. Your fingers are painful, or?
They're not painful. I just can't stand any cold anymore.
Okay.
They get cold and they turn white.
Numb. Okay, turn white and get numb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So, Charmaine, what would you do here, okay, for Derek? Okay.
Well, clean up
Derek,
his diet.
Right?
Yeah, he's got to clean up his diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. Then I get him on one healthy bone and joint pack, and I get him on one healthy brain and heart pack because of his weight.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would add Ultimate Daily Classic to that, vitamin D3 for absorption, MSM for other issues that he's got. And
you said the Ultimate Daily Classic it supports healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow into his fingers as well as every place else, and also is going to help deal with the varicose veins and that kind of stuff. And what would you do for his pain? What could he take topically? What could he put on any place that's painful? His back, he says he's got back issues.
Well, you can put some trauma oil and some CM cream and put that on topically wherever he has pain. That should help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you have to appreciate that surgery for back pain is like painting over rust, okay? And then give us a call every couple of weeks because you're going to have a great testimony, okay? Because everything you've got is totally reversible. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases. And I would also throw in, again, if you prefer the capsules, you can take 3 of the Fucoid Z twice a day. If you prefer the liquid, you can get the Z Radical, take an ounce of that twice a day. It's anti-inflammatory, supports the immune system. And so I'd kind of add that to the things that Shar said. And call us every 2 weeks with a status report. You're going to have a great testimony. Your picture is very typical of a middle-aged American, okay, 47 years old. It's very typical. There's so many millions of Americans with the same series of issues you've got. And so it'll be one of those things where by sharing your testimony every couple of weeks, you're going to give people hope that they get the same result, which they can. This is very simple. I'm 82 years old. Shar is just about 80, and we've been taking this stuff. I've been taking it for 73 years. She's been taking it for 30 years. We just don't have these problems, and not because we don't have bad genes. It's just because we've been taking the supplements for so long and avoiding the bad foods for so long. And the beauty of it is the human body has a capacity to recover when you do the right thing. Get rid of the bad foods, take the supplements, and call us every 2 weeks. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet, by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low-carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat.
used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
You've listened to
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And, Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to California. And Karina, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Karina. You're on the air. Hi.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. It's a great honor talking to you, and I'm planning to become a
Thank you.
Youngevity associate, just to let you know.
Okay, good.
So
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm calling regarding my mother. She's 81 years old, 5'2", and about 130 weight. So when she was 30, she was diagnosed with a rare Posner-Schlossman syndrome, a very high eye pressure. And around 60 years old, it turned into glaucoma. 5 years ago, doctors talked her into having a glaucoma and cataract surgery. Then they realized that her pressure in both eyes dropped significantly. Right now it's about 4 in one eye and 5 in another eye. And they also noticed recently, like 6 months ago, that her cornea swelled very much. And they're talking about do a cornea transplant. And I'm very concerned about it.
Now, you say she's how old?
81.
81, okay. Okay, the odds are she has osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing not only the optic nerve, but the optic artery that goes into the eye and the optic vein coming back out of the eye as it goes through the skull, okay? And so it explains all this weird stuff going on in her eyes, okay? Does she ever complain about tinnitus, ringing in the ears, or balance problems?
No, not that. I know she is experiencing hearing loss, gradual.
Okay. Well, gradual hearing loss is related to tinnitus, ringing in the ears, and it goes with squeezing of the auditory branch of the eighth cranial nerve by the skull. Did she ever complain about her loss of smell or taste?
No.
Did she ever have Bell's palsy or trigeminal neuralgia?
She had Bell's palsy like 10 years ago.
Okay, well, that's the squeezing of the seventh cranial nerve, the facial nerve, okay, by osteoporosis of the skull. And did she ever have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or bowel problems, celiac disease, irritable bowel syndrome, anything like that?
Bowel problems, yes. She has to take special supplements like Senna in order to have a bowel movement. But,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Charmaine, what do you think's going on, okay, with Karina's mom?
Well, I think she needs to clean up her diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then I would get her on a healthy bone and joint pack, and I would add the Ultimate Daily Classic to that, the vitamin D3 for absorption, and some MSM, very important. And
I'd also give her some of our selenium.
Yes, for the eyes, yes. Selenium, and she could take Octave, too. That probably would help a lot.
Yeah, she could take the Octave, get 2 bottles a month of that, so there's only 30 in a bottle, so she can take one twice a day. But we want to make sure that skull quiets down, Okay, an 81-year-old, she could have Wallach's disease, which used to be called, Paget's disease. It used to be called Paget's disease, okay, which is the skull becomes an inch thick instead of a quarter-inch thick, and it squeezes all these nerves and everything. Did she ever complain about anything in her hands or fingers or arms?
A few times she complained about, as you said, not tingling, but she doesn't feel it, like it's numb.
Numb, okay, yeah. See, the skull is squeezing the spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So Char's exactly right. Get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, bread, and oats. And then if you didn't get written down everything that Char said, Doug will post this, and so it'll be available either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, so you can read all the details again that Char laid out. But even at 81,
you offer a few things for eyes. You have a few items that you sell for eyes, vision.
Yeah, well, Char said
all this.
Char said Occutive, 2 bottles a month of that. So it only comes 30 in a bottle, so she has to take one twice a day. And then there's another one called Vision FX. I take 3 of those twice a day, and I weigh 142, so she can have 3 Vision FX twice a day. That helps there. But she does need the selenium, okay, and not from Walgreens, but our selenium, because it has the 5 cofactors that makes the selenium work, okay. And so give us a call every couple of weeks if you would. Welcome to the family. Very proud of you for becoming, one of our associates, and we'll look forward to working with you. Thank you so much, everybody. Great stuff today. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Superlative job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless the national anthem. And God bless America.